Welcome to the Business Finance Bulletin, episode 169. Welcome again to the latest Business Finance Bulletin. With me, Rob Warlow from Business Loan Services, the commercial finance expert. In this bulletin, use of asset finance facilities continues to grow. NatWest and RBS streamline commercial development property finance applications, and the latest statistics from the equity crowdfunding sector. Let's start this week's bulletin by taking a look at activity levels in the asset finance sector. Now, asset finance, as you know, is a popular way of purchasing assets, whether that be plant and equipment, commercial vehicles, office equipment, or business equipment generally. It's a great alternative to traditional bank finance. Well, figures have just come out from the Finance and Leasing Association as regards the activity levels being transacted by its members. And in March 2017, they reported an increase in transaction volumes of 5% when compared to March 2016. Looking quarter on quarter, in the first quarter of 2017, volume transactions are up by 9% compared to quarter 4 2016. Now you compare that to traditional bank finance, where on average it's growing about 1 to 1.5% per year for small businesses. A big difference. Why is asset finance so popular? But it's very quick and easy. Traditionally, you don't have to do business plans and financial forecasts, very much depending on the asset you want to buy and very quickly demonstrating your ability to pay. If we look at the types of assets being financed, perhaps not surprisingly, the bulk of it, 18%, is coming into purchasing plant and equipment, and 12% of it for commercial vehicles. So if you've got an idea to purchase some assets and you want to know whether you could asset finance it and you're not sure, very simple, just pick up the phone or drop us an email, info@businessloanservices.co.uk, and we'll happily chat you through the options. In previous bulletins, I've mentioned a focus that NatWest and RBS are having on streamlining their business finance application process. They've already launched one online platform for limited companies and limited liability partnerships looking to apply for loans up to £150,000. They've also announced and will shortly be launching a different platform for smaller businesses looking to apply for loans up to £35,000. Can be all done online from application to drawdown, they estimate within 3 minutes. Very impressive. Well, they're now focusing their sights on the commercial property development sector. So these are businesses who are building and constructing office blocks in industrial units and also residential units. So what they're saying now is they've looked at the whole process, and for those businesses looking to apply for facilities up to £2 million, after a 45-minute phone call with a manager, they will have an answer. Also, they put together a panel of valuers who have undertaken to turn around a valuation and an appraisal report within 10 working days. So NatWest and RBS reckon that they will now be able to take the application to a drawdown process down from a matter of months to a matter of weeks. So if you're in that development sector and you want to know more, just either go along to your NatWest or RBS manager or check out their respective websites for more information. One way of financing your growth plans, if you don't wish to go down the traditional bank route, if you're a limited company, is of course to sell shares in your business to external investors. One avenue to do this is to make use of the new crowdfunding platforms that have come up over the last few years. So how are they doing in terms of activity levels? Well, the research group at Bowhurst has carried out a review of the sector in terms of activities for the first quarter of 2017. First of all, let's look at the activity levels in terms of the amounts being raised. Well, from the research, Bowhurst have said number one in terms of amounts being raised is Crowdcube, and they've raised £23 million for its customers. Cedars, they've raised 9.3 million, Syndicate Room, 8.5 million, Venture Founders, 7.3 million, and Allbright at £50,000. Now, what about actual deal numbers? What does activity levels look then? Well, there's been a swap at the top. There at number one is Cedars, who've done 35 deals. Crowdcube have done 29 transactions. Syndicate Room 13. Venture Founders 5, and Allbright have done 1 transaction in this first quarter. So you can see varying levels of activities. So if you want to know whether equity crowdfunding is a route for you, just go along to those respective platforms and have a look to see how they work. But of course, the big decision you've got to make is, do you want to give up share capital and control? And there is a whole bigger story. Well, that's it for another bulletin, and as ever, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to give it a like and a share. Look forward to being with you again next week, and in the meantime, have a great, successful and profitable week. Bye-bye now.